Yes, anytime. We can start.
Wait. Okay.
Okay. Hello, we are called Close Talker. We are from Canada, and we are currently on tour through Germany, which I can say is one of our favorite places to play.
Definitely our favorite country, I would say.
Yeah, good people, good beer, and beautiful weather today. Yeah. So when we were trying to decide on a band name, I wish there was this really cool story that led us to the name Close Talker, but truthfully, we were playing an open mic and we needed a name like that, so we had like a list of names we thought that were catchy or kind of sticky, and we just decided on Close Talker for whatever reason. There's a show called Seinfeld that has a Close Talker in it that people always ask, is it from Seinfeld? Technically no, but usually we just say yes because we're lazy. But I think every person knows a close talker in their own circle, someone that talks way too close and maybe has bad breath or something or the other. But for us, it was just, I don't know. We just decided.
Yeah.
Who knows? No, not. At least I should hope not. I feel like we would tell one another. I'm gonna back up just to be safe here. But I do know a close talker from our home in Canada. We're from a town called Saskatoon, and my butcher is actually a close talker. Plus, he has a lazy eye, so he gets really close, but one eye kind of wanders. So it's like double whammy. It's really hard to communicate. But he's the nicest man ever, so it's worth the uncomfortableness. Yeah.
Well, the first songs we actually played together were some covers, and we started as a wedding band. We only played one wedding.
Yeah, exactly one wedding.
Exactly one wedding. But we got asked by a mutual friend of all of ours to play his wedding, and then after we had so much fun that we did like an open mic type of thing, and then the rest is history from there.
Yeah.
I think the first song we ever wrote was a song called Younger Days, and it was on our first EP, Timbers.
Worst gig ever. Oh man, there's so many.
What about London this time?
Actually, yeah, we so as a band, we've had some high highs and some low lows. We've had a lot of times, and we've shared both good and bad. I think one of the worst shows we've had was actually last week in London, UK, and it wasn't because of the people, it wasn't because of the performance, it was because we had an incredibly stressful day leading up until it, and in North America we have lower power, like we have 120, and you guys run at 220, and UK runs at 240. And for whatever reason, we have these power transformers that make it so we can use our equipment, but we blew up 3 of them. Everything was going wrong. We weren't able to run our sounds that we normally do, so it was just like the day just got like worse, right until like the seconds before we were supposed to perform and be all happy and like play our best. And also Will was getting like mildly electrocuted by his microphone, so he put on this like pink sock thing on it, so we just like looked dumb, felt dumb.
Also,
like
our drummer was experiencing a severe flu and cold at the same time, so he was like in the back of the van like shaking.
He was sleeping
just
and
snot
like
coming out of his nose, like wanting to throw up, so like that added an extra level of stress. So yeah, it was just a really, really horrible day.
And it was our supper wasn't very yummy. Just everything went wrong, you know. It's on tour we celebrate every little victory. We like celebrate. So like a good meal, that's a good day. Yeah. Or like no traffic on the Autobahn, that's a great day. But this day it was
a snowball for sure.
Yeah. But we're still happy. We're still here, and we're in Germany, so we're very happy.
We got over it the next day. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great question. We actually had this discussion like in depth through the night on this tour, because we were trying to rate like our top 5 albums, and it was so hard to pick 1 through 5, like, and place them in a selective order.
So I will respectfully say there's no one album, but I think we could probably name 5 that between the two of
you
us.
say one and then I'll say one.
Okay, there's an album by The National called Trouble Will Find Me that I think is flawless. I really like it. I think you could. contend.
Also, Shields by Grizzly Bear.
That record.
That one is definitely in the
special.
top 5.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to,
Yeah.
like, each record means something different to each of us.
Yeah.
And there's different aspects in, like, our top 5 that scratch a different itch than each album does.
Yeah.
So.
Another one is In Rainbows by Radiohead. I think is a good record. But
We're just naming the classics, right?
The class. Those are like 3 that like have stood the test of time, I think.
Yeah.
Because we'll go through phases where we'll be super stoked on a band and likely forever. But those 3 bands are like consistent. Like we really look up to them because they write the songs that they want to write, and they don't seem to take into account what will the people think or what will they want. They just like do exactly what they want, and so we admire them for that.
I think mine fluctuates. I really enjoy this song called Hold Up Rewind, because it's probably one of the most minimal songs on the record. Even though it's like upbeat, it's very open. It's a type of song that the song structure is a type of song that we don't gravitate towards. Like, there's no chorus, there's no real hooks, which we kind of enjoy writing and almost instinctually write those type of songs. So I really like that one. I also really like the lyrics in that one because it's about me kind of having this conversation with my hometown, Saskatoon. I was living in Vancouver kind of on and off for the past 6 years, and it's kind of what I view my relationship as with Saskatoon. So
For me, it's tricky to pick a favorite, but one song that I really like is called Waking Up, and I think in part because it was our last contribution to the record, and we wrote it very instinctually. We didn't overthink everything. We were just like kind of literally doodling and jamming one day, and we just wrote the song and decided to add it to the record. And sort of for different reasons, I like it because it's kind of urgent and like rushing to the chorus. It starts right off the bat, and I don't know. I like that one for whatever reason, but
that one was definitely like whatever first came to our minds, we just recorded it and went with our gut rather than overthinking it and humming and hawing about every little part. We just kind of, whatever came to mind, we recorded and put it in the song, and that's how the song
put
is.
it on the record.
Yeah. So Strange Feeling, actually, we recorded that song when we recorded our last record, Flux. And the whole time we were going to put it on Flux, but then we thought it could be a great kind of standalone single.
Like strong enough.
Yeah, that kind of mends the bridge between Flux and Lens, and keeps people engaged with what Close Talker's doing. So that was the justification for leaving that one off Flux. And we actually never really thought about putting it on Lens, but to us, that song, like, we really enjoy that song, but it's
old.
It's old to us.
We wrote it like 3.5 years ago or something.
Yeah, we recorded it May of 2014. So
yeah, it's still a good song.
It's still a good song. We like
think
playing it. But
for Lens, we wrote and recorded. Well, we wrote dozens of songs, but I think we recorded 16, and then 10 made the record. So with that in mind, we were working on all these new songs. That Strange Feeling was sort of old news by that point, to us at least, but still a good track. I like it.
ooh,
I got a couple.
I would maybe choose Feist. I think it would be cool to sing with her. Her production and her songs on every record are amazing. I think she'd bring a lot to the table, and yeah, I think it would add a different flavor because we've never had like a female vocalist on any of our songs, so I think Feist would be my choice.
I have one that's kind of obvious though, or like, I don't know. I really respect Justin Vernon from Bon Iver. I think he's really cool and sort of has a Midas touch. It seems like whatever he gets involved in is pretty cool and not necessarily abstract, but definitely its own thing. It's kind of set apart. So I think it would be cool to collaborate with him. But there's tons of artists I would love to work with. I don't know. But there's two.
There's two.
There goes inside of me, fleeing from uncertainty, keeping up with the one above. Someone please come here.